Imagine that you are the most feared army on earth. Your discipline, your formation, your military machine is unmatched. You have conquered continents, crushed rebellions, and ruled with iron authority. But one winter, on the very edges of the empire, a legend walks into the fog and simply never returns. Some say they were ambushed, some say they defected, some say they were sacrificed by their own empire. Others whisper something supernatural. But what really happened? Welcome back to Mysteries Unearthed, where we break down the most baffling stories of history with logic, investigation, and little bit of suspense. Let's unfold this mystery piece by piece. To understand their disappearance, you need to know who they were. The ninth legend wasn't ordinary. They were elite veterans, hardened warriors who fought in Spain, Germania, and under Julius Caesar himself. Their nickname Hispania came from their brutal campaigns in Spain. They were not weak, they were feared. By 108 AD, they were stationed in Roman Britain, modern-day England, to suppress rebellions from the northern tribes known as the Caledonians and Sisters of the Scottish Highlanders. These were tribes known for guerrilla warfare, striking fast, disappearing into forests, using terrain as their weapon, the perfect environment for an army to vanish. Roman record shows that the governor Agricola ordered the ninth legion north, towards the hostile, frozen lands beyond York. The goal? Crush a tribal uprising before it spread. Historical reconstructions estimate 6,000 Roman soldiers marched into unfamiliar territory, and then silence. No messenger returned, no survivors, no report, only rumors. When Rome sent scouts months later, they found no bodies, no armor, no battlefield debris, no burnt camps. It was as if the legend had evaporated. And that's where this mystery begins to fracture into theories. The most popular theory says that the legend was ambushed and wiped out by the Caledonian tribes. But here's the problem. Even if they lost, there should have been something left. Weapons, shields, bones, a battlefield, a mass grave, but archaeologists found nothing. It's extremely hard to destroy every trace of a 6,000-man army. Even the most catastrophic defeat, like Rome losing 20,000 men at the Teutoburg forest, left behind artifacts and remains. But the ninth, not a single helmet. Did the tribes take the bodies? Unlikely. No tribe has the manpower to clear an entire battlefield of thousands. So either the Romans were not killed in Britain, or the battle didn't happen the way we imagine. Some historians believe the ninth was transferred out of Britain and vanished somewhere else. There is evidence the legend's official stamp appears in the Netherlands and Germania after their supposed disappearance, which means maybe they survived Britain, but then where did they go? A later Roman document, the Verona list, does not include Legio 9 as if it no longer existed, but again, no record of destructions. The Roman Empire recorded everything, victories, losses, even scandals. For them to forget the entire legion, that feels intentional, which leads us to the darkest theory. Rome was obsessed with their reputation. They would rather rewrite history than admit defeat. What if the ninth legend rebelled? What if they deserted? What if they assassinated a commander? What if they swore alliance to a foreign force? Any of these would be considered treason. In ancient Rome, treason was worse than defeat. The empire had simple solution: erase you. Historians Theodorus Mommsen suggested Rome delete the ninth legend because they wanted to hide an embarrassing failure. But failure where? Britain, Europe, the desert? No one knows. A missing legend fits suspiciously well into the kind of scandal the Roman government would cover up. But there is one more theory, the one that gives chills. Ancient British folklore speaks of a cursed forest in the north, a place where men vanish into the mist and the spirits swallow the living. Even Roman writers spoke of a Britain as a land untouched by the sun and ruled by unnatural forces. Some modern theorists believe the ninth legend walked into a massive environmental disaster, a landslide, a sinkhole, a bog, or something catastrophic that buried the entire army. In a landscape like ancient Scotland, full of marshes, unstable land, and thick fog, it's possible an army could walk into nature's trap. Or maybe that land held older secrets, older dangers, something the Romans never understood. Is it supernatural? Is it environmental? We cannot be sure. But a complete erasure of evidence makes many wonders. Recent excavations revealed Roman forts built immediately after the legend vanished, including one connecting Scotland to the south. Rome panicked. They were trying to lock down the region. When an empire builds urgent defenses, it means something big happened. The disappearance wasn't small. It shook the empire itself, but again, no official explanation. It's almost as if the empire decided, say nothing, write nothing, forget everything. So, after all the theories, what seems most probable? The ninth legend likely faced a lethal combination: a political cover-up, a disastrous battle, and deliberate erasure from records. Whether they died in Britain, Germania, or somewhere else, one thing is certain: Rome did not want the world to know. And when an empire tries this hard to hide the truth, you know the truth must have been devastating. The lost Roman legend remains lost. A 6,000-man army erased by history and still wandering through time as one of the humanity's greatest unsolved mystery. If this mystery shook you, imagine how many more stories history has locked away. For more deep dives into unsolved events, powerful legends, and dark historical secrets, subscribe to Mysteries Unearthed, where the past doesn't stay buried. Like the video, comment your theory about what happened to the ninth legend, and share it with someone who loves history's darkest riddles. Until next time, keep your mind open and your curiosity alive.